I've been very excited to do this for a long time. One of my goals has been to be a professional athlete. And now at the age of 32, I'm doing it. My name's Jonny Havey and I am an athlete with asthma. Now, before I jump in, I tell you all about my story of being an athlete with asthma. I have a free gift for you. It's a guide that I've put together with really the last 3 to 4 months of my life in mind. And what I've really done and really built out with the help of some amazing mentors is a way to lose 2 pounds a week, even if you have asthma. And really, this guide is very, very practical. It's going to tell you exactly what you need to do in a given week in order to lose the weight that you want to lose. Now, can I guarantee that you're going to lose 2 pounds a week? No, but by implementing the easy steps that I have laid out in this guide, you are going to be able to make some great life changes. And you know what? You may even be able to lose half a pound, up to 2 pounds a week just by making some very minor life changes. And the best part about it is if you are someone out there that has asthma like me, you're gonna be able to do it as well. So go download that guide, link right below this video, and let's get going. So I'm Jonny Havey. I have been an athlete with asthma basically since I was born, okay? I was born in 1990. When I was born, the doctors told my mom, hey, your son has asthma. Would you like him to go on steroids? And the great thing about my mom is she has always been very into health and wellness, and she's a nutritionist. So both of my parents, my dad is an amazing cyclist, right? He's always been an athlete throughout his entire life. Well, both of them together were like, there's no way we're gonna put him on steroids, right? And the crazy thing is, this is a common thing that happens when you get diagnosed with asthma, okay? As a baby and at any time in your life. And here's the thing, I'm not a medical professional, and anything I say on this channel, go talk to your medical provider, your medical doctor, your doctor, whoever you look at for those medical decisions, go talk to them before doing any of this. But I can just tell you based on my experience. Well, my parents said no, not putting him on steroids. And their thought process with it, which I agree with like 32 years later, is by putting me on steroids, you're not really fixing the problem, which is kind of weaker lungs. You're implementing a crutch that doesn't allow my lungs to actually grow, strengthen, and get better. And it's the same thing with inhalers, right? Whenever you get diagnosed with asthma, any kind of asthma, maybe it's just exercise-induced asthma, maybe it's just asthma for your daily life. Maybe you've grown out of asthma and it only affects you when you're sick. No matter what it is, you're gonna get prescribed some sort of inhaler. Well, for me, the other thing that I learned early on in my asthma journey is don't use your inhaler unless you really have to, okay? A lot of doctors, they're gonna say, use your inhaler before every time you work out. And hey, if you need that and you feel safe living your life that way, then do it. Don't go against what your doctor's recommending. Just telling you what I've experimented with over the years. And I have experimented with only using my inhaler when I absolutely need it. So I always have it on me. Just know that you always need to have your inhaler on you, or whatever you use to help you when you are having an asthma attack. But I was taught early on that the best way to get over asthma or to strengthen your lungs so it doesn't affect you as much is to not use your inhaler unless you absolutely have to. Now, some of us, you could just be taking a walk, right? And there's smoke in the air. And all of a sudden you're like, oh God, like I'm wheezing, I'm struggling with my breath, I need my inhaler. And hey, maybe you do, and maybe you should use it. And you always need to be careful, you need to monitor yourself. But what I did is I would just, similar to like anything, incremental steps. So I would be like, okay, I'm gonna try and do 10 minutes of soccer practice without using my inhaler, okay? Not gonna do it at the beginning. I'm just gonna do 10 minutes of soccer practice. And that's what I did. And guess what? 10 minutes in, I was kind of wheezy and I felt like I needed it. So what did I do? I used my inhaler. Then I didn't need it for the rest of soccer practice. Next soccer practice, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go 15 minutes. Same thing. And I kept working up and up and up and up. And that's just how I did it. And that's what I do with everything in my life now, all right? So I was a big soccer player growing up. I'm actually playing again now, and it's so fun. The only difference about playing when you're 32 and you're not a professional soccer player yet, and playing when you're 10, 11, 12 is, you know what? After a game, my quads are killing me. Now, when I was younger, maybe they killed me as well, but I'm not practicing all the time, right? I only play soccer 1 day a week. Now I run 5 days a week, and I do yoga sculpt 3 to 4 days a week, and I also heavy lift 1 to 2 days a week. I mountain bike, I hike, I do all these things, but I'm not playing soccer 5 days a week. So you got to be careful with that too. As you get older and you're not doing these things, you need to ease into things, especially when you have asthma. You have to ease in. So anyway, that's a little bit about my story. Now, today I'm running a company called eLearning Partners with my best friend from college. And the reason why I created that company is really to help people share their knowledge. And that's what I'm doing with you today, is I'm sharing the knowledge that I've learned throughout my life. So thank you for being here. I'm Jonny Havey, and I have that free gift for you to help you really achieve the goals that you have. And specifically, this guide is gonna help you lose up to 2 pounds a week. Remember, you gotta put in the work, you gotta integrate the incremental changes in your routine, and always be safe, because us athletes with asthma, or just people with asthma in general, we always have to make sure that we're aware that at any given moment, we can have an asthma attack. So be careful. Go download that guide, has some great nuggets in it. Thank you for the likes and subscribes, and I'll see you in the next video.